Colonel's diary. No sign of the man. But let's see if he has left me a clue in here. Last entry. First the ELEX devours him. Now it devours me. But I have no choice. Surely to steal is better than to kill. If I don't act now, then death must follow. So, the choice is made, and we must both go into the mausoleum. Perhaps we can live in this house of the dead. Either this guy is reliving teenage poetry, or I just found out where he went. I should tell Caldrum.
Wait, one moment.
What now?
Seeing as you're looking to settle down here, you'll be needing to make friends, won't you? So, friend, why don't you head down to the tavern and bring me something back?
You're going to get drunk on guard duty?
It'll take more beer than you can carry to go to my head. Come on, I'm stuck here. Least you can do is get me a pint.
What do you want from the tavern?
Beer, water, hops, barley. That touch of genius, nectar of the gods. Oh, now I really need a drink.
Spoke to Angram.
Oh, great, thank you. Someone who is prepared to do something. When will the deliveries come?
They won't. The men Angram sent to the valley are dead.
And is he going to send more? No, wait. Let me guess. We don't have warriors to spare chasing farmers. How does he expect me to get supplies if he can't? He's got a host of warriors he can assign. I'm one person behind a counter.
Is Angram the only person you can ask?
He's in charge of the Ison clan, and the Ison clan are in charge of escorting my supplies. But you're right. Maybe it's time to speak to one of the other clans. If the Ison clan won't help, One of the others will have to. Would you speak to Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows? Or Cormag of the Hammer Clan? I'll have to hope that one of them can understand why this is so important.
Howard just ran away. Some people are saying he should be sent into the
Give me a
wilderness and
drink.
left there for that.
What'll it be?
As he wishes. You should do it.
Is that so?
Up, you can stop there. Entry into the pit is only for authorized personnel.
I'm looking for a guard called Alvar.
Well, you won't find him here. So, be on your way.
Alvar is needed on duty. Elder sent me.
Has he skipped duty again? I'm afraid I haven't seen him for a few days. Last time I saw him, we had a real session. He had some really hard stuff with him. I woke up next day under the balcony of Ragnar's stronghold. I've no idea where Alvar went. All I know is we caused some real trouble. My wife's still not speaking to me.
Should I check the area around Ragnar's fortress then?
Sure, you can do that. What are you doing with that technology? Take it to the pit.
Cinda needs your help.
More trouble with the supplies? What can I do to help?
She needs people to collect the food deliveries.
I thought Angram had sent men to do that.
The men he sent are dead. They were attacked by a troll.
And more will die if our men aren't fed. Still, if Angram is worried about sending men, then there must be a real danger. I will send men to help Cinda. But if they're to go out there, then I want to improve their odds of survival. We recently captured some movement detectors from the clerics. They're being stored in the pit, ready for the ELEX to be taken out of them. Get me one of those movement detectors, and I will give Cinda the help she wants.
Isn't taking technology from the pit against the law?
Sometimes, laws must be broken for problems to be fixed. Get me that detector, and I will help Cinda. Those are my terms.
The better
Not
this
like that.
world.
There were millions of people on this planet using technology.
buddy Alvar is dead.
He is? I mean, what?
He's dead.
Yes. I got that. Shit. I knew nothing good would happen to that old soak. But dead. He was a good friend. Thank you for letting me know. Where is his body?
Below Ragnar's stronghold.
Right. I will take care of his funeral as soon as I can.
I brought your beer.
Ah, that's what I need. About time, too.
And so here's where you give me my reward.
Your reward was getting in through that gate. Be grateful.
Letting people in is your job.
So is keeping people out. I give the word and you'll never get in here.
I don't want trouble.
Good. I thought you might see sense. And seeing as you played by the rules, I'll put in a word for you with the boss man himself. Ragnar, warlord of the Hooded Crows. You need pledges if you want promotion, and we need reliable people in our clan. Of course, giving you my word would be a pretty big favor. So if I did that, I'd probably need a favor in return. Say, in the form of shards.
I'll pay you for your word.
More than my word, you'll get a glowing testimony that will make you shine like the pilgrim himself. Count on it.
I found Alvar.
Oh, great. And what excuse did he have for not turning up?
A pretty good one. He's dead.
Excuse me, what? I asked you to bring him here, not kill him.
Well, I didn't. He managed it himself. He took a chem overdose.
Asshole. Couldn't even take chems right.
Do you know who sold Alvar the chem?
Me? I didn't even know where Alvar was. But I hope someone finds that drug-dealing stretcher Raptor got and puts him out of our misery. I'll have to risk it and go to Cormac myself. And hope I don't get exiled for abandoning my post while I do. Thanks for taking care of that. Good to know some fly-bitten wanderer I've never met before cares about me more than my own superiors. Take this elixir, and the humble thanks of the mighty warrior they left in charge of a whole sector.
Eldor, I've heard you're causing trouble with the Eisen clan.
What about it?
Do you have a problem with the Eisen clan?
It's not me with the problem. It's that self-important pinchstick Orin who has the problem. He won't serve me, or anyone else from the Hammer clan. You want to do a 10-day stretch of guard duty and then find out you can't even get a beer at the end of it?
Has he only banned the Hammer clan?
As far as I know, and selfish as it is, who cares if he's banned anyone else? I'm worried about my beer. What's all this got to do with you?
Cormac doesn't want conflict between the clans.
Well, someone needs to speak to Orin then. It's that self-important sack of ass grapes that is the problem, not me. You get him to change his mind. And let the Hammer clan back in the tavern. That will sort everything out. Stop using that here. This is no place for technology.
He's joined us, you know?
I don't want anything to do with it.
The Hammer Clan sent me.
Ah, that's a shame. Bar's just closed.
Then open it. You're going to serve the Hammer Clan from now on.
Am I? Strange. Here was me thinking I decided who gets served. And I don't have any reasons why I should change my mind.
Maybe this ELEX will change your mind.
Perhaps. I mean, you have made a persuasive argument there. You see, problems can be sorted out, like gentlemen. The Hammer Clan will be welcome. I'll speak to Angram and smooth this over.
What does Angram have to do with it?
He told me not to serve the Hammer Clan. I think he was hoping some of them would, you know, shift over to the Ison Clan.
I think Cormac should know about that.
I think that's got nothing to do with me. I'm just a tavern keeper.
That has to happen sooner or later. How do we move on from here?
Yeah, it needs to be told as you work.
I'm looking to make a trade.
Analyzing. System error.
You four? What are you doing here? You were supposed to have remained with me. Why did you leave the crash site?
Survival Protocol 7. Commander presumed dead. U4 unit attempted return to repair station.
Do I look dead to you?
Assessing. I calculate the odds of my commanding unit remaining alive are 5.2%. Failure of your mission will lead to execution.
Yeah? Well, they tried that, and they failed. You're lucky you haven't been dismantled for your ELEX. Are you able to come with me?
System error. Failure of. System error.
Identify system error.
Analyzing. Minor damage to primary systems. Defense system and weapons are offline. Primary control system impaired.
Can you repair yourself?
Analyzing. Negative. No repair possible at this location.
Yeah, that would be too easy. What do you need to complete repairs? This location isn't safe.
Identifying. Nearest automated repair station is in North Abessa.
Then go. But you four, you are not to report on my status. If asked about me, state that I died in the crash. I will meet you at the repair station in Abessa. What data do you have on the crash?
Analyzing. The Raider was on a direct approach to the primary mission goal. The Raider was hit by accurate ground fire. The shot hit an open port on the Raider. Evasion was not possible.
Where did the fire come from exactly?
Analyzing. Cannot positively identify. There were no indications of magic. Possible responsible parties, the Outlaws, Clerics, or Albs.
You mean it could have been the clerics who shot at us?
Analyzing. Flight was over Berserker territory. Clerics did not have much reason to defend the primary mission goal. Calculations indicate low probability of cleric participation.
Could the Outlaws have been responsible for the shooting?
Analyzing. Capabilities and behavior of the Outlaws difficult to calculate. Cannot state probability.
Albs too? What exactly do you mean?
Analyzing. Possible indications that an ELEX-powered weapon was used. Albs use ELEX-operated weapons. Status of open port on the Raider was unusual. Port could only have been opened and secured in place during maintenance in Alb repair station.
I was told it was faulty. Why would our own people sabotage the mission?
Analyzing. Motive unknown. Identity of shooter unknown.
There are some answers out there somewhere. What about the Berserkers? They would have at least had a motive to shoot me down.
Analyzing. The ground fire was from an energy weapon, not magical in origin. Probability of Berserker participation low.
That somehow means everything and nothing at the same time. Status report of our last mission goals.
Primary goal. Locate and secure Thorold, highest leader of the Berserkers, known as the Pilgrim. Mission status, failed. Secondary goal, secure data describing transmutation process of pure ELEX into mana. Mission status, failed. Tertiary goal, scout Edan for weaknesses in the Berserker defenses. Mission status, failed.
Well, that was a success, huh?
Negative. Commanding unit status, privileges revoked. Execution ordered as a result of mission failure.
Why did you leave the crash site?
This unit was offline for 1,043 seconds. On recovery, U-4 could not locate the commander. My objectives were to complete the mission or return to base. System error.
Then you don't know anything about my execution?
Analyzing. Negative. Executions are standard ALB operating procedure for mission failure. Failure is not tolerated. It is against the directive.
So they say.
But executions end with death. Assumption. Commander must be using rare example of ALB humor.
Yes. I'm joking, U4. I mean, who would want to kill the great Commander Jax?
This area is restricted. No entry.
What is this place?
This is the pit. Any ELEX, any forbidden technology that comes into Goliath, this is where it's kept. Move along there. Move along. What are you doing with that technology? Take it to the pit.
I have the movement detector you wanted.
Excellent work. Now, my men stand a chance of seeing danger before they walk into it. Tell Cinder she can count on the support of the Hammer Clan. I will tell the men to be ready.
I know why Elder is angry.
So he told you why he was making trouble?
Orin has barred the Hammer Clan from the tavern.
And the only thing that starts men complaining faster than an empty stomach is an empty flagon. You seem to have a gift for getting people to talk. I want you to use that gift and find a way to persuade Orin to lift his ban. I will see what Angram knows about this. If the Eisen clan are allowed into that tavern, then the Hammer clan must be too.
The trouble between Elder and the Eisen clan is over.
So, Elder can drown his sorrows instead of shouting them around Goliath. How did you manage that?
After a little chat, Orin agreed it was best for the clans to work together.
A little chat, eh? Well, however you managed it, it's a relief. I was worried this would build into something bigger. Well, I should have had more faith. It seems people do believe in our cause.
Do as you think best.
Thank you for your service. Take this for payment, and keep this matter between us.
Wait a moment. You look familiar to me. Yeah, I've seen you somewhere before.
You must be mistaken. We've not met.
I didn't say we'd met, just that I recognized you, but... No, you couldn't be him. I mean, what would an Alb commander be doing here in Goliath? I mean, what, you just decided to stop conquering Magalan and hang out here with me instead? That'd be crazy. But, you know, you do look really like him. You should be careful. If someone else recognizes you, thinks they recognize you, then you'd never get back to the Ice Palace. Watch out for the damn mutants. You're never safe from them.
Who's out there?
Orin has lifted the ban on the Hammer clan.
Well, aren't you the smooth-skinned charmer? How did you get him to lift that?
Well, I'm very persuasive.
I'll bet. But however you did it, I'm thankful. Here, take this. A small token of thanks from the Hammer clan. What? What? Is there someone there?
Is someone there?
The Hammer clan will get your supplies.
They will? You convinced Cormac to help?
Yes.
Oh, you don't know what a relief that is. I was going crazy here. The least I can do is offer you some Elexit as thanks for your help.
think is fair?
Well, the Eisen clan were due 2 payments. I guess they won't be claiming them now. There was 250 for the first, the same again for the second, so you get 500 Elexit. Why are you torturing yourself over that?
hard to get there.
Oh, hello. Is someone there? Don't even think about stealing something.
I harvested the
Got
healing
it?
roots.
Thank you. I will make sure Ragnar knows of your good work. You see, these fields do grow more than plants. Oh, hello. Is someone there?
About my support. I have one of your swords here.
You stole it from me?
If I'd stolen it, I wouldn't be giving it back.
You know what you have there? That sword is irreplaceable. It belonged to Eric Eisenfaust. You did well in bringing this to me. It doesn't bear thinking what its loss would have meant. You have my thanks. And the thanks of all true berserkers.
How am I doing?
Drogue put in a good word for you. But you impressed the wrong man. Others have paid for taking his word before now. You will need more than his word to gain promotion. You have passed Angram's test. That stands you in good stead. You helped protect the seedlings from mutants. Bourne was grateful for the help you gave him with the harvest. He has spoken up for you. I've heard you helped the cleric escape from Goliath. And worse still, you involved my wife in this deception. How does that speak to your case? You helped foil the plot to steal Eric Eisenfaust's sword. For that, all berserkers must be grateful. You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval. You shouldn't rely on machines.
Well, I found Kral's diary.
Where did you find it? And does it tell you anything useful?
By the balcony of Ragnar's stronghold. Kral wrote about a mausoleum outside of Goliath. Maybe he went there.
Then he has picked the perfect place to hide. I don't know anyone who would go willing into that mausoleum to search for him. It is a place for the dead.
I'll go, if you tell me where it is.
Very well. You will find the mausoleum in the area outside Goliath that is down below the pit, southeast towards the world heart. Tread carefully, though. People are telling stories of some sort of undead creature there. Not that I believe in such things myself.
You, what are you doing? You're scaring away everything within a day's walk. You crash around like that, you'll scare off anything you can eat and attract everything that wants to make a meal of you.
I don't know these forests.
That's as plain as a horny troll in your sleeping sack. You'd better learn quick if you want to stay alive. You're scaring away the prey that is my livelihood. It's hard enough bringing in the food I have to, without some big-footed oaf crashing through the forest. Still, seeing as you aren't a natural hunter, maybe you'd like to buy some goods from me.
You're a hunter?
Yeah, I found my place. This is where I belong, with nature and for nature. I want nothing to do with Goliath.
Why not?
Too much talking, too much bullshit. Out here, peace. But you look like a talker. Is that why you're here? To talk?
What are you hunting?
Whatever I find. You can't be too picky if you want to hit Goliath's quota and feed yourself. You won't catch anyone in Goliath roasting a rot boar. They're missing good meat.
Do you want to stay a hunter?
Nothing wrong with hunting. Let other people kiss ass and climb ladders. I want to stay out here. It's bad enough they send me these half-baked apprentices.
You don't like apprentices?
Apprentices want to be hunters. I get people who don't want to be anything else, so get sent here.
You don't think they deserve a chance?
Sending them here just gives them a chance to get killed. Live day to day, having to hit your quota of meat to send home, while you train people who don't want to be here? I went hunting with Leonard a few days ago. He was so clumsy he brought a whole pack of raptors down on us. We got home here with no meat, and all of those damn raptors followed us right back here onto our hunting grounds. I'm not doing that again.
You're scared?
Only an idiot wouldn't be. If you want to try it, I won't stop you. Me? I'm gonna have to wait those raptors out, and Goliath will get its meat when I'm ready.
A berserker was killed. The body was found in the forest.
The forest is a dangerous place.
The berserker who was murdered was called Asgore. Did you know him?
Asgore? That asshole. Yeah, I knew him. I kept out of his way. He kissed Ragnar's ass and treated everyone else like rot boar shit.
Sociable guy, aren't you?
Sociable just means happy to talk shit. I don't talk shit.
When were you last in the forest by Goliath?
I don't know. Not for a year. This is the best area for hunting, and all Goliath cares about is me filling my quota. As long as I send them meat and fur, I can stay out here away from small talk and politics.
Do you always hunt with a bow?
A bow? Traps? You should always try and kill at a distance. Learn that, and you will live longer. I'm here to feed berserkers, not the creatures.
You didn't like Asgore.
I didn't put myself in a position where I needed to. Little shit won't be missed.
Sounds like you had a grudge.
I think most people are assholes. You only asked me about Asgore. What's with all these questions? Is some asshole trying to pin this on me?
I'm questioning anyone I meet out here.
If you want an alibi for me, you'll have to go out there and speak to the raptors.
Is that your only alibi?
I'm a hunter. You want to know where I am? I'm always here in the forest.
About the raptors. Why don't we hunt them together?
I've had one apprentice almost get me killed. I don't need another amateur risking my life. And that's what you'd be doing.
You can trust me.
I don't trust anyone.
About the raptors. Have you found the raptors' trail?
They've been moving around a lot, but it looks like they're to the west of here for now.
I can take care of these raptors myself.
Then can you leave your belongings here? That will be easier than collecting them from your body later.
No raptor is killing me.
Who are you?
I am Leonard. Berserker, prospective hunter, and apprentice. At least I will be if Master Garen will teach me.
You're learning to be a hunter?
I'm an apprentice. Do you have any hunting experience?
I'm learning how to survive out here.
Master Garen says that life begins when the bow comes alive in your hand. And you'll become dead if you can't learn to make your bow come alive. That's the most he says, but normally with some swearing. Maybe you can learn something from him.
You don't hunt together then?
We have, but last time we went out, I made too much noise. We were attacked by raptors. He let me try and shoot the pack leader, but I dropped my bow.
You dropped your bow?
I know. We were moving, I stumbled. Then it was too late. We had to run. Master Garen's not really spoken to me since.
You lost your bow?
Yes, I wasn't going to stay there unarmed. I ran.
So, get another bow.
Master Garen won't let me have one. He says I have to make one. And he's not taught me how to make one. I need my old one back. How can I hunt without a bow? Make a new one? Where would I even start?
And you want me to get it?
Would you? Would you bring me my bow?
I never said that.
But would you think about it? Please. Please, will you help me? I can pay you if you do.
I will find your bow.
If you do that, you will have my eternal thanks. And I will also give you a few shards in addition to my portion from the hunt. Oh, and this needs to stay between us. I don't want Garen to learn about it. He'll get over it when I have my bow back. But if he hears in advance, he'll try and talk you out of it.
Leonard, your apprentice wants his old bow back.
I told the boy to make a new one. He will only become a true hunter if he learns. And this is his lesson.
No, I'm not going to help Leonard.
If you find Leonard's bow, you give it to me.
Here, I have Leonard's bow.
That boy can't find his own ass in broad daylight. He'll have to learn fast if he's gonna stay alive. Why they send me these scraps, I'll never know.
Yes, what is it?
Garen has your bow.
Master Garen? Then I have no choice. I'm gonna have to try and make a new one.
Yes, you will.
Yeah. Valuable life lesson.
Who are you? What are you doing here? No one's allowed round the world, Hart.
You seem nervous.
Yeah. Normally the only people to come out here are albs, or outlaws. Which are you?
Are you responsible for the world, Hart, here?
That's what you care about? The world, Hart? What about the men sent with it? If we wither, it does too. Goliath should care as much about us as they care about that plant. But yes, what are we next to a world, Hart? Ants in history. Here we are standing by the future of Magellan, the very thing given to us in Magellan's hour of need. Maybe that's what Bourne meant. He told me being a cultivator was about learning who you are. Out here, isolated with this thing to care about, I've certainly gained perspective.
What is a cultivator?
Well, we're farmers, in the main. We grow the crops for Goliath, and we tend to the seedlings and the world hearts. The warriors act like they're the big guys, but really they're here to protect us. Warriors might get the glory, but it's us cultivators who are changing the world.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, I didn't want to do it. This was a sentence. I got sent here as punishment 5 years ago.
Punished? And you say you enjoy doing this?
Yeah, masochist, aren't I? Beer, women, and fights were all that used to matter. Now, I get a kick from seeing just a few seedlings a season make it all the way to mature. I can take pride from that.
How safe is the world heart here?
You mean with the Albs scouting out Goliath? They don't seem to register it. The World Heart mustn't be their mission, or they don't know about it. They'd kill me fast enough, though. That is, if the animals didn't get me first, or I don't eat the wrong thing and get poisoned. Still, all in a day's work.
Anything you want me to report to Ragnar?
Yeah. Can you tell him about the World Heart? That it's okay? He should know we're still working, even though the patrols aren't coming to check. But if you're offering to help, there is one thing. I've not had any supplies from Goliath. Can you get them to send someone with my food supplies?
What do you mean the Albs don't register the World Heart?
They don't come here. They bypass it, keeping their distance. You'd think they'd come straight for it, huh? It's eating ELEX, and they sort of want all the ELEX, don't they? Maybe they don't like the mana. The mutants here love it, but when they eat it, it makes them sick. Maybe the Albs can sense that, and they want to stay healthy.
Where do you get your supplies from?
Directly from Goliath, normally. Sometimes we'll get something from passing hunters, but you can't rely on that.
Why have the deliveries come to a halt?
The Alb attacks. The warlords have put all the warriors on defense and cut down on the supply runs. We're supposed to be self-sufficient out here, but with more Alb attacks and more creatures, we don't have time to grow, forage, or hunt anymore.
Why plant the World Heart out here where it's in danger?
You don't understand much about our ways, do you?
So tell me.
We're changing the world with them. Wherever you plant a World Heart, it extracts the ELEX from the ground, pulls the poison out of the soil. It makes the soil come back to life, lets Magellan's nature return to it. So whenever we plant a World Heart, life follows. The more we plant, the more of Magellan is restored. We have to plant them in places like this because it's where they make a difference. All this around us, is because of the World Heart.
So where do the World Hearts come from?
I don't know. They found the first ones, the first berserkers. They realized what it could do, that it fed on ELEX rather than dying from it, so they started cultivating them.
I will ask about your food supplies.
Thank you. Cinda is probably the best person to ask. She's fierce. I mean, ball-shriveling fierce, but gets things done. I'm not asking for anything special, Just the usual supply run. Or just, well, anything, to be honest. We're hungry out here.
Won't they send you supplies?
At some point, when they remember. Trust me, you going and asking will be faster than us waiting for them to remember. Our stomachs have better memories than they have. Listen, Goliath aside, there's a plant, the cultivator's loaf. If we could collect some of that, it would help us. It grows everywhere, but we've just not had time to collect them. 4 dozen should be enough.
4 dozen?
Yes, hopefully that would last us until we get another supply run. Say, let's round it up. Can you bring me 50? It would save you a trip to Goliath.
Tell me, what do you know about Ascor's murder?
Nothing really. I don't hear much from Goliath out here.
So, you were here when he was killed?
Probably. I haven't been anywhere else in months. I only go back for supplies or to transport seedlings. When was Ascor killed?
3 months ago, around Mana's Eve.
Oh, then I was back in Goliath sometime around then. I've lost track, to be honest, but whenever it was, I didn't see anything.
How well do you know Ascor?
Not at all. I mean, I knew of him, people talked about him, but I don't think I ever said more than hello to him, and he ignored me. He didn't really have time for cultivators. But, you know, people can be like that. Some value our work, others think they're superior somehow.
Do you know where they found Ascor's body?
I'm guessing somewhere in the forest, or why ask me, right?
Did you hear anything else about Ascor?
Well, I'm wondering why you're not asking me about the seedling that disappeared the same night Ascor was murdered. No one seems to be asking about it, and from what I heard, it wasn't just a seedling, it was one close to maturity. I heard it was being sent to a cultivator in the hope it could go on to Tavar or somewhere as a new world heart, but it never arrived.
Do you carry a sword?
Of course. It's dangerous out here.
You work here on your own?
Most of the time. That's part of the punishment. It didn't used to be as lonely. They'd send patrols out to check on us. But since the Albs started attacking, we've been left on our own out here. Yeah, I guess we're not a priority.
I don't think you killed Ascor.
Me? Of course I didn't.
You really don't think you have a motive?
You mean the seedling he had? I'm a cultivator. I look after a world heart. I want to know what happened to the seedling he had. Why aren't you investigating where it went?
You're out here with a sword and no witnesses.
If I tried to attack a warrior with a sword, chances are you'd be planting me in the ground.